The message for today is one of the strongest, most potent messages I have heard or felt ever. It's taken me a few days to come through with it because part of me wanted to understand, wanted to connect the dots for myself and have it all. And I've clearly been shown, and you'll feel this as I go through. This channel activates people who feel like they are meant to lead people, that they're meant to impact, right? That's not a newsflash. However, this message will also attract people who haven't considered themselves leaders, who just thought they were normal every day, just run of the mill, doing a good, trying to live a good life, right? The message is very, very, very clear. Not everyone who has considered themselves a leader may end up leading, right? It's our choice. As time is going by and things are shifting so fast, I know you guys can feel it. I'm going to pose some questions that are rhetorical, that are just for you to ask yourself. And my words are creating an outcome in you that's up to you to bring through, if that makes sense. So, first question. Are you looking to the popular vote? Are you looking for understanding from the majority of people to get a consensus before you take a stand and lead with an opinion or a prompting? Is there a contingency clause in how you're living and how you're presenting to the world? That's question number one. What we're moving into is the most incredible, much like, how we've got parallel things going on. We've got things that are based in chaos and fear and uproar and confusion, right? We've got that on one side. And we've got the side that's in flow, that's in excitement. And this is what we've been waiting for. And oh, can you feel the shift, right? The leaders that are going to surface, and they will self-identify. No one is going to come and give you a title. No one is going to come and, you have to pass a certain course to get a certification. It's not going to be that. You will feel it inside, and based on how you respond to that prompting inside, people will follow you. Because I will tell you, the leaders that are rising up right now have a message. They've got guts. They've got a fortitude inside that is inexplainable. Maybe you've been a little bit shy. Maybe you've been a little bit lurking and watching to see how things are going to play out. And you're a little more, reserved. And, I've got an image. I've got a business. I've got to, I've got to be careful. Maybe that's been your stance. My encouragement to you, and this is for all of you, every message that I bring through, every message that you allow to sink into your planning and who you give airtime to in your heart and in your mind, I invite you to be very discerning, because if all roads don't point back to the God and the Holy Spirit inside you, that your answers are in you. They're not in the public opinion. They're not in the masses. They're not based on a social media algorithm and asking people to comment and do emojis so that, you're not throttled and you're not shadow band or whatever these terms, right? Where we are going doesn't depend on any of that. The codes that are coming through the sun, when we're out in nature, when we've got our feet on the ground, we're grounding. Wherever we are and the codes are coming through, the Schumann resonance, all the things that are taking the temperature of the planet, it's not just bringing through an airy-fairy, and the portals and the vortexes, and, those are all true, and that's not the point of this. The point of this is that the codes are activating things inside us so that we can transmute the food we're eating. We have no idea what's in there. We have no, and the point is not to micromanage the miracle, right? Not pick it apart and have to know. Our 3D consciousness, our ego, our mind will try to figure it all out and ask all the questions. Who, why, where, when, right? That's a normal response for the body. We as leaders that are rising up are not asking those questions. We're moving into a realm where we can feel the answers inside of us. We know, and we will not know all the food, all the things that are in our food, and all the products that will take away the pain and take away the symptoms and take away. We're not going to care about that. And again, I have to remind, this isn't all or nothing. It's good to use products. It's good to be organic. It's good, all those things. Stick with me here, because the codes are meant to activate inside us whatever we need by setting our intention. Here's a great spin on those of us that were raised, to give blessing, to give thanks for our food before we ate, right? That was almost just like a ritual. It was just a routine. Very seldom was I grateful for a lot of the food I ate, right? Some of it was just crap. But that's all we could afford. That's all we could, right? But that practice of giving thanks before we ate, there's more to that. That laid a groundwork, because guess what? Those of us that are leading, moving forward, we won't just give thanks. We are going to activate and set our intention with the food I'm eating, with the best of my ability, my knowledge, my resources. My intention is to offset any pollutants, anything that is meant to harm me, anything that is meant to rise up disease or things that can negatively impact me. My intention is to offset that with this food I'm eating, with what I'm going to drink, with the amount of water I'm drinking. If I can't drink enough for whatever reason, if we don't have the fluoride out of our water yet, our intention can offset what looks like our reality. If we believe it, if we step into it by faith. Hey, are you feeling this with me? Another reminder, we are creating the world that we're moving into. The Holy Spirit in us, we are here to co-create. We are creating the very life we want to live. And where do our wants and desires come from? The seeds have been planted inside of us by the greatest force, the greatest spirit in the universe, in all the galaxies. God has planted the vision. He's planted the desire. He's planted the resources. He's planted the answers, and it's all inside us if we step into it. So as it unfolds, as you realize, I don't care. I don't care. I don't have to create content. If I don't feel like doing a video, if I don't feel prompted, I'm not going to stay regimented. This is a new dispensation. Every day, take your pulse. It's changing every day. And I can give many examples. I can give so many examples. Different stories in the Bible with the children of Israel. They only had enough manna for the day. And if they hoarded, guess what happened? It spoiled. It probably made him sick. I don't know. I don't remember that part. But that's the point. The point is this is an inside job every day, renewing every single day. And you're not renewing your spirit by going outside, asking for verification, looking for proof, looking for evidence. I used to call it, sending out your scavenger dogs, getting evidence for anything that you want to prove, anything you want to believe. That is still true. Stay focused in your lane, being purpose-driven and vision-focused. I hope this makes sense to you. This is single-handedly one of the most important messages. If it resonates with you, it's for you. If it doesn't, love you, move on, whatever. And there's no judgment. This isn't about who's better, who's more spiritual. It's not that. Open yourself up because you are more than you've realized. You have more knowledge. You have more prompting in your soul than you've given yourself credit for. Look in the right place for the answers your soul is craving. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. I am so excited, and I know this is it can look divisive, and it's not, but it is separating out because the leaders that are going to rise up moving forward will have an element of faith. They will step into their leadership. They will step into the role that you've already agreed to take. I hope that makes sense. I love you all, and I can't wait to hear how this lands for you and how it changes your life, because it can.